Today's video, I'm going to be doing a makeup routine, but we're going to be focusing on covering up my acne scars, my redness, because my skin has definitely improved from the last time that I talked about it, but I still struggle with it. So I'll put up some photos on what my skin looked like before if you're new here and you haven't seen any of my content on TikTok. I do have a little one pimple right here, and then some scars from a little cystic breakout right there, but a lot of the scars are clearing up. Honestly, my skin has always been my biggest insecurity, but it gets to a point where I'm just like, I don't even care anymore. Obviously I have my days, but it's okay, it's a part of me. Get your drink of choice. Today it's this little strawberry juice blend thing that my mom made me. Okay, probably hurry up already. I love topicals. This is one of the only brands that has actually helped my skin. This is a primer. It's basically for the pitted scars and then obviously enlarged pores and stuff. But this is amazing because it's supposed to you don't have to wear it with makeup. It's supposed to over time kind of help reduce the appearance, and it just makes my makeup look better, a little more seamless. We're gonna get a little bit and just literally put that all up in my scars. I honestly think I'm supposed to put this before my moisturizer as well, but a little too late for that. It's fine. I'll probably put a little bit more moisturizer too, because these bad boys are a little bit dry up there, and that's the key to covering up your acne or just making it look a little bit better, is good skin prep and making sure that the acne is moisturized and not being dried out. The foundation concealer can look good on top of it and it's not flaking off. Also, if you want to check if your products are non-comedogenic, just find the ingredient list, copy and paste, and then put it into this website called Acne Clinic NYC, I think, and it'll tell you, and then you can decide from there. All right, SPF next. We're running out here, so I'm gonna dump it. Please wear your sunscreen every day, even if it's not sunny out. We are going to go back to our roots of foundation. I'll usually use a skin tint, and I just bought the Ilia one, and it's so expensive and I can't find it. So the next best thing in my little collection is the House Labs foundation. We only are going to use a little bit of it, just a little bit right there. We're not putting it all over. I also always use a brush. I feel like it just looks better that way. I have found that technique is more important than the product. This is probably not my best color match right now, but it's fine. Then we're gonna use the Mario concealer, the Real Skin Awakening concealer. I love this concealer. Okay, this color is crazy on camera. So let's just say right now, I'm not great at makeup, but this is how I cover up my acne. So when I put it on top, I feel like it dries it out even more. Just put it around it. When I'm really covering up the acne or the darker scars, I go very lightly. Sometimes it's a little time consuming to really blend it all out, but it's worth it because it makes a difference. This is the part where I look a little bit scary because I've done an entire base but nothing under my eyes. But I like doing my concealer after my bronzer and my blush. But here's the base. This is what it's looking like so far. I didn't say it was going to be perfect because my active acne on my forehead is a little bit dry despite my moisturizing, but it's fine. Next is bronzer. I'm using the Merit one in Sen. At least for me, I prefer using all cream products. I feel like the powder ones kind of enhance my texture, and the cream ones make it look a little more seamless. Honestly, I need a makeup artist to tell me how to do my makeup, but it's fine. It looks good for now. And then I grab the brush and I actually just tap the product and then put it on top of my skin instead of, swiping it on. I won't accidentally put too much product on. Jesus.
Another day, another plant.
Okay, the bronzer's done. I swear it looks better in real life. I feel like that's what everyone says, but okay, next I'm kind of debunking what I just said about powder products, but I'm using this Tower 28 blush. This is like the only powder product I'll use. Here's an important part for me, the blush placement. I feel like the worst part, like my blush will either make or break my whole look. I feel like that's for anyone, honestly. Tap it a little bit. Lucky for me, I don't have any active breakouts like right here. When I did, it was very frustrating. So I would definitely recommend a cream blush for that because I feel like it's a little bit easier. And I also felt like when I would use blush, it would like wipe off the concealer that was, or like the pink would just bring out the color in my, you know, acne and stuff. But I'll work with you with that. You can always add the concealer again after or make them little beauty marks, whatever you want. It'll be okay regardless. We don't need to completely cover up our acne. I put it lower because it always ends up kind of high anyway, so like literally at the apples of your cheeks. I like having a softer look on my makeup these days. I don't know why, but especially for spring and summer, it's just so light and romantic. Also, I am a blusher, so if I have a lot of blush already and I'm blushing, forget about it. Game over. Something under my eyes. I'm going to use a Rare Beauty eye brightener. I really do wish I was, I forget that like makeup is like a skill like any other and you can just practice, and maybe I will this summer, honestly. Because it's just like another hobby. Just because it's makeup doesn't make it any less special or impressive. Maybe we'll do an updated one of these in a couple of months. See where we're at. We're just gonna get a little dark brown. I like doing that like Marilyn Monroe effect where you like, especially if you have brown eyes, where you like make it a little more like, you know, like here's your waterline thing, and then like let's say your pupils right here. You go a little bit higher to make it more of like a doe look. What am I doing here? Why am I not using this mirror? And if you don't see a difference, you're gonna lie to me and say that you do, okay? Tell me I have beautiful doe eyes. Okay, next, we're gonna curl my eyelashes. This is my favorite eyelash curler. I don't even know what it's called. It's from Sephora though, and it's black. That's way better. Maybe I can like actually open up my windows. Whoa, hello. Next, we're gonna do mascara. This one's my favorite one, the Milani one. It's like $5. It's amazing. It like really separates your lashes. And then this is my brown one by e.l.f.
Just because it'll be a little different, you know what I mean? Helps it drain. I don't know. Just trying to follow instruction to water down the soils with it.
Alright, we're making it towards the end. I'm gonna get this little random palette from ColourPop. I love it so much. Look at these colors. I'm just gonna be a little boring and use the Fluffed Tutu, the little shimmery white. Just do it in the inner corners, but really subtly, and bring it up. Let's see what's next. Next, my favorite part, lips. I'm using this Refi lip product, but it has this little like exfoliant thing. Rub it all over your lips, gets all the crust, white stuff, little dryness off. This to freshen up, and it like plumps them up a little bit. Now I gotta choose which color I want. I think I'm gonna use this Charlotte Tilbury one, Iconic Nude. I'll start off with the light one, and then this darker brown one. Very light hand. A little more, make a pout. I ended up adding a little bit of the brown mascara on my lower lashes, just for, again, another little pop. But here's the finished look. I love it so much. I don't use setting spray. I probably should, but I need a good one, so if you have any good ones, let me know. I feel like it looks pretty good. I might add a little bit more concealer there for my last little montage of my look, but here it is, and I feel good with it. Nothing too crazy. I feel like it's pretty covered up. It did a pretty good job, but it's not perfect, and that's fine. Real makeup looks like real skin. Like, it's not gonna be flawless. Don't forget to not be embarrassed about your skin. It's normal, and it'll go away. It's okay. It's just skin. It's just a pimple. This was my biggest insecurity, and it, you know, it comes up every now and then, but I'd get bullied for it. I hated it so much. I hated how I looked a lot of the time, especially without makeup, and now I get compliments on my skin even when it's looking bad. So here's the finished look. I love it. It's okay to wear makeup over your acne if you want to cover it up. It's okay, and it's okay if you don't. It's okay if you don't care. It's all about doing what makes you feel best.